We turn next year this evening to breaking developments in the Erin Andrews case. The sports reporter and Dancing with the Stars host taking the stand late today, suing a hotel and her stalker for $75 million after she was secretly filmed in her room. ABC's Eva Pilgrim with her emotional testimony today.
You know her body. When I saw it for 2 seconds and I was like, oh my God. And I shut it down.
Erin Andrews breaking down in court today as she relived the moment she discovered a naked video of herself online.
Dad, I'm naked all over the internet and I don't know what it is.
The popular sportscaster and co-host of Dancing with the Stars is suing the owner and manager of this Nashville Marriott, where she was secretly filmed by a stalker in 2008. The video has been viewed nearly 17 million times. Andrews' mother, Paula, described consoling her daughter.
There was no calming her down. It's a nightmare that doesn't stop.
Andrews is also suing the man who filmed her, Michael David Barrett, a former insurance executive. She claims the hotel made it easy for him to track her down and film her on his cell phone through a peephole he modified.
I picked up the house phone and I called the operator and asked, could I have Erin Andrews' room? They connected me so that I knew what room she was in.
The hotel calls Barrett a criminal who tricked them into gaining access. Barrett pled guilty to stalking in 2010 and was sentenced to 30 months in prison.
I could have stopped this, and I'm so angry.
Erin Andrews' $75 million courtroom battle. The Dancing with the Stars co-host suing her stalker and the hotel she says allowed him to book a room next to her and secretly record nude video of her through a peephole. ABC's Ryan Smith has the latest for us. Good morning, Ryan.
Good morning, Rob. And Erin Andrews suffered through an unthinkable crime. A stalker filming her changing in a hotel, disseminating the videos online. But now she's fighting back in court, claiming both the stalker and the hotel's actions and alleged failings caused her severe and permanent emotional distress.
I am happy to report.
She's known for reporting from the sidelines
I'm Erin Andrews.
and as a co-host on ABC's Dancing with the Stars. But this morning, Erin Andrews taking on a very personal challenge. A $75 million courtroom battle against a stalker and a Tennessee Marriott, claiming the hotel made it easy for him to film her in the nude.
This is so humiliating to her, and it continues, and it's never going to stop.
The TV star fighting back tears in a Nashville court Tuesday as her lawyers described how Michael David Barrett found her room number, telling the jury Barrett called the Marriott of Vanderbilt University with a strange request.
I, Michael Barrett, want a room next to Erin Andrews. That's my request.
And the hotel did nothing to prevent him from finding the room number, then failed to notice he removed and altered the peephole on her door to do it.
He stands there for 4.5 minutes and videos her.
But the hotel's lawyers saying Barrett pulled a fast one on them.
He deceived, he connived, he stalked.
Claiming Barrett's criminal behavior was his responsibility, not theirs. Adding he tried to film Andrews in 3 different hotels over 9 months in 2008, always with the same MO.
Picks up the phone, he calls the hotel here. This is Jeff, Scott, and Erin Andrews. I need to confirm our reservation.
Barrett later posting the videos online, eventually pleading guilty to stalking in 2010 and sentenced to 30 months in prison. But for Andrews, the ordeal shaking her to the core, revealing as a GMA contributor in 2010 her difficulty in coping.
I would go through the putting my head down because I felt like everywhere I looked, everybody was looking, even if nobody was looking at me at all.
But emerging to be a key advocate in strengthening anti-stalking legislation, even telling Congress in 2010,
I had no idea just how serious this crime was until it affected my life.
Michael Barrett isn't represented but is expected to testify in the trial. The hotel's franchise owner tells us they look forward to showing that Nashville Marriott acted reasonably and appropriately. And Andrews' attorneys could call witnesses who know her and work with her to talk about the emotional distress that she suffered. The trial is expected to last nearly 2 weeks, Robin.
All right, Ryan, thank you. We're going to bring in ABC's chief legal analyst, Dan Abrams, now. We know the stalker already convicted in criminal court. How strong is this civil suit?
It's a very strong civil suit against him. But he doesn't have money. So the question is going to be, how strong a case is it against the franchise owner, against the management company, et cetera? That's where you're talking about the potential for deep pockets and the potential of a payout. So this is really a case where we're going to talk about how much and who pays it more than was there any wrongdoing.
And when we say how much, she's asking for $75 million.
$75 million. She had been asking for $10 million. She increased it now to $75 million. Keep in mind, for context here, on average, most wrongful death cases in civil court pay out $3 to $5 million. So when you're asking for $75 million in a case like this, it's an enormous number. And certainly, I would think, more than she's going to get. But again, the question is going to be, who has to pay it, and do they have to all pay it together, even though there's no question that he, the stalker, is the person who's primarily responsible.
Which the hotel has, said this is terrible what happened, put it all on him. What is their defense?
Right. The question is, was it negligent? Did they do something? Meaning, the defense is, look, he fooled us. He was an insurance executive. He knew how to play the game. He knew how to ask for the right room. Her position is going to be, no. They should never have allowed him to be in that room next to me, and they should have found that peephole a lot earlier.
Okay, as Ryan said, a couple more weeks, and should know.
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you, Dan.
New developments in the Erin Andrews case. The sports reporter and Dancing with the Stars host facing a grueling cross-examination today, suing a hotel and her stalker for $75 million. The defense asking if secret recordings from her hotel room truly hurt her career. Here's ABC's Eva Pilgrim.
A second emotional day on the stand for Erin Andrews.
Do you believe you will ever get over this?
No.
Detailing how her life has changed since a stalker posted a naked video of her on the internet. Andrews is suing the man who secretly recorded that video, Michael David Barrett, as well as the owners and managers of this Nashville Marriott for $75 million, claiming the hotel made it easy for him to film her as she got out of the shower naked. The hotel maintains Barrett is a criminal who tricked them into gaining access. The hotel's lawyers began their grueling cross-examination of Andrews.
You also got an endorsement for Reebok?
Yes.
Arguing the nude recordings have not had a negative impact on her career.
You also got an endorsement for Diet Mountain Dew?
Yes.
You also got an endorsement for Florida orange juice?
Yes.
Andrews says while her career has done well, her anxiety has not diminished. Staying in hotels is still very hard for her.
I instantly cover the peephole. I look for lights. I look for red lights. I look to see if there's cameras. I check the bed. I check the alarm clock. I check the phone.
David, the defense tried to get the judge to dismiss the case today. He ruled that the trial will continue and a jury will ultimately decide. David?
Eva Pilgrim with us again tonight. Eva.
The latest on Erin Andrews. The courtroom charged with the motion as jurors saw the video recorded by her stalker at the hotel. Andrews is suing for $75 million. ABC's Eva Pilgrim is covering the trial in Nashville. Good morning, Eva.
Good morning, George. Complete silence in the courtroom as jurors saw that secretly recorded video of Erin Andrews undressing in her hotel room. Despite everything that experts have tried to do, that video is still online. And this morning, her lawyers are pointing the finger at the hotel where it happened. Another emotional day in court for Erin Andrews, wiping tears away, returning to the courtroom after the video at the center of this case was played for the jury.
In my opinion, 16,800,000 and change have viewed the video.
And that number continues to grow as news sites add the video. The video, which we are not showing you, catches Andrews in what she thought was a private moment changing in her hotel room, was made public when it was posted to the internet.
I know of no way to get it off. People are still posting the video online a year ago, 6 months ago, a month ago.
The man behind the video, Michael David Barrett, recorded it on his cell phone through the peephole of her hotel door, eventually pleading guilty to stalking in 2010 and sentenced to 30 months in prison.
Her attorneys want those jurors to feel the same pain, the same shame and humiliation she feels by watching that video.
Andrews now suing Barrett as well as the owners and managers of this Nashville Marriott for $75 million, claiming the hotel intentionally placed Barrett next door to the TV star. Her lawyer saying the hotel failed to notice he removed and altered the peephole on her door.
He stands there for 4.5 minutes and videos her.
The hotel claims Barrett is a criminal who tricked them into gaining access.
He deceived, he connived, he stalked.
The popular sportscaster and Dancing with the Stars host telling her therapist she couldn't stop thinking about the video.
She was depressed, she was anxious, she was obsessive, and irritable and reactive, And they came out of an incident where she was publicly humiliated.
Both sides are expected back in court on Monday, where we should hear from the stalker, Erin's mother, and Erin Andrews herself. George and Amy.
Wow, that is the big day. Okay, Amy.
Erin Andrews breaking down in court.
You know her body. When I saw it for 2 seconds and I was like, oh my God. And I shut it down.
Reliving the moment she first saw a naked video of herself online.
Dad, I'm naked all over the internet and I don't know what it is.
The popular sportscaster and co-host of Dancing with the Stars suing the man who secretly recorded that video, Michael David Barrett, as well as the owners and managers of this Nashville Marriott for $75 million, claiming the hotel made it easy for him to film her in the nude. The hotel maintains Barrett is a criminal who tricked them into gaining access. On Monday, Barrett's testimony was played in court.
I picked up the house phone and I called the operator and asked him, could I have Erin Andrews' room? They connected me so that I knew what room she was in.
Saying he was having money problems when he came up with a plan. Record video of Andrews naked in her hotel room on his cell phone through a peephole and sell it for money.
Waited till the shower was turned off. I pulled the plug out and waited for the opportunity.
Barrett pleaded guilty to stalking in 2010 and was sentenced to 30 months in prison. His video has been viewed nearly 17 million times.
I feel so ashamed. I'm so embarrassed.
It's a nightmare that doesn't stop.
Andrew's mother, Paula, described consoling her daughter.
It's not your fault. You're a victim. You've been assaulted. There was no calming her down.
Andrews admitting that her life now is far from normal, saying she's filled with anxiety, grief, humiliation, and horror.
I'm so angry. This could have been stopped. The Nashville Marriott could have just called me. It could have stopped this.
Now, Erin Andrews wasn't the only woman Michael Barrett recorded in a hotel room. He posted at least 10 more videos online. Robin.
At least 10 more. Eva, thank you very much. Joining us now, ABC News Chief Legal Analyst Dan Abrams here in the studio with us. And from Atlanta, you see Nancy Grace, host of Nancy Grace on HLN. Let's discuss, first of all, Nancy, Erin's testimony yesterday. Of course, she was quite emotional, as you would imagine. How will that play with the jury, do you think?
Well, I believe the jury is going to empathize with her. I don't believe that they're going to buy into a theory that she's some opportunist peddling a naked video, as many people have thought that she was in on this. I disagree with that. There are 7 women on this jury. I think that she was very genuine, and the fact that her parents are there in court, I think, is a secret weapon for the plaintiff. I think that the jury will side with her, and if they don't believe her, they'll definitely believe her mother.
Well, I don't think anyone is claiming now that she was out peddling this video, meaning that had been a concern of hers early on. People were speculating about
That's
it.
Right.
No one in that courtroom is now saying that she was out there peddling the video. The question here, and why her testimony is so powerful and important, goes to damages, right? Because she hasn't really suffered professionally. When you're talking about damages in a case like this, typically you'll see someone say, look, I haven't been able to get another job. I've lost all of these opportunities. In this case, she can't argue that really, because her career has continued to soar. And so what she has to say is, these are emotional damages. Look at how much I have suffered as a result of what he did to me. And that's incredibly powerful.
And the man is behind bars that did this, the stalker. We saw him via video, Nancy, in the courtroom. And I think people thought that he walked up to the front desk and he asked for Erin Andrews. That wasn't the case. And he described how he went to a phone, a house phone. How will his testimony, how will that perhaps help the defense?
Well, I think that what they're trying to argue, the defense will ultimately argue, is that the hotel really had nothing to do with it, that it's his fault. A criminal intervening act that they wouldn't know anything about. However, I find his testimony via videotape, and she left the courtroom when that was played, is going to be very powerful, because it shows that anybody can get in. He would get in, then he'd go to a house phone and say, hey, I want to get in this room. But he actually specifically asked, apparently, to be near Erin Andrews. That is against all hotel protocol.
Here's the key to what may be the negligence, which is he goes into the restaurant, he asks for Erin Andrews' room. Apparently her room number then shows up on the screen. He then goes up because he now knows what the room number is, sees that the room next door is being made up, goes back downstairs and asks for that room. So he doesn't go and say, hey, I want to be next to Erin Andrews. But the negligence, as the case may be,